like 900. I'd like a round number, please. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go brew some tea. If anyone joins, you can talk. You can play your guitar. So.
Yeah.
I'll just be making my tea. Be right back.
Go ahead. Oh, hello. It appears that we have a viewer. in case you're wondering what this stream is about and the like, it's mostly about the current absence of my conversational partner. We will be coding today. So if that suits your fancy, as some might say, then do stick around. And well, for now, you'll have to be stuck with terrible guitar playing. Hello, one man watcher. Maxi is not present right now. We're off making some tea. Yeah, I mean, it suits the theme, obviously. The teapot theme. But sadly, I am alone. I've been left by my comrade, painfully staring into the void, waiting for the humanoid to return with their tea. And here I am, staring at a screen, blankly interacting with a viewer that I'm not even sure exists. I'll kind of try to tell you about what's going to be happening. Today we'll be coding. We've been working on a society simulation in the previous episode, and the idea for a government system in the episodes before, and we hope to really implement the idea today. However, since I'm still dreadfully alone, I'm going to leave you with some terrible guitar playing instead of all of that exciting stuff. How are you guys doing? Well, I can obviously only speak for myself. I've been going through ups, I've been going through downs, but mostly ups. So I'd say overall pretty well. And as far as I've heard from Max, they're not doing terribly either. Yeah, this is great content. I mean, we do kind of need to be together, so to say. I'd love to, show the code that we've so far on screen and, the diagrams that we've made, draw, kind of explain what we've been doing. But I can't because the stream is ran on Maxi's side and not on mine. So I'm just stuck here, speaking, boring you, boring myself even. That's why I have a guitar. But I'm not very good at playing the guitar, so I'm just a failure. That's the conclusion. That doesn't really seem to be in line with what I just said about doing okay, but I'm fine. What about you? I'll get back to the terrible guitar playing. No. I have failed once again. My poor soul torn to shreds. made the same mistake twice. In my country, we have a saying which goes, even a donkey typically doesn't stump his toe on the same rock twice. And here I am, making the same mistake twice. I suppose I must have the intellect of a donkey. Yeah, I'm still waiting. I wish I could do more interactive things, but I'm stuck in this dreaded position of powerlessness. Though I claim not to be the one who dreads it. I have a guitar. I can rip my fingers to shreds and feel good about it. Oh yes, and I shall.
Hello. Sorry to.
Hello, I've been rambling about my poor soul being torn to shreds. It's phenomenal to know that you exist.
Huh? You've been rambling on what?
I've been rambling about how terrible it is that I'm so alone.
Well, at least you're not lonely.
No, that's true. You
Oh,
are not
whoops.
by any chance watching
Give me a
the
sec.
stream,
Don't
are
hear
you?
you. Where the hell did? Oh, there it is.
You don't happen to, by any chance...
And I can hear you again. Okay.
Okay. You don't happen to, by any chance, be watching the stream right now, do you?
I'm not. No.
That means that we have a watcher. and that my ramblings were not in vain.
Ah, cool.
I can make deductions. Oh yes.
That's good.
My brain is perfect and infallible, as the humble man would say.
Perfectly so. Right, chat update. Yeah, I know. Why did... Am I streaming to both? Hold on. Output, stream, restream. Yeah.
Oh, the viewer has left now.
Oh no.
As soon as you arrived, they decided, you know what, I don't want this anymore. The soothing nature of this guitar is all that I stuck around for. The presence of this Swedish lowlife has decreased my hunger for intellectual content.
Oh no.
Oh yes, that is what I think their thought process must have been. So let's open up a code window and the drawing thing.
Yeah. Oh, and but well, you could still open it up. I'll start a session. Oh no, is it?
As you shall.
There we go. I mean, I can only do as I shall.
That is true. So my advice is easily achievable and good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
You're
Is what
lagging.
I would give.
Is it? Why is it? Like, you keep lagging.
What do you mean by lagging?
Like, lag spikes where it's like, and it, you know, freezes and then it continues.
It might not be lag because Discord is telling us that our connection is good. It might just be that my microphone is kind of cutting away.
No, it's
some
not
of my
cutting
speech.
away like that, because then it goes straight off. You hear like a, like it kind of compresses.
Weird.
I'll lower
Because-
the bitrate to 850 even, so that it can get some for the Discord. I don't know how much that takes.
Once again, do as you shall.
Mm-hmm.
Though that would make no sense because the stream is upstream. You're uploading it.
Yeah,
And
that's
you're
true. Yeah, I'll change
Yeah.
it back.
Should we share this link with the Spanish people from the...
It keeps doing that. What is... Wait, didn't
I
it
don't
do
know.
this yesterday as well?
Were we calling yesterday?
Or the day before that? I don't know. I lose track.
I mean with the Blender window.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. Is there a problem now? Are you experiencing cutaways and such now?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. Does that change at this moment? Do you hear cutaways now? Or not?
No.
No. Okay, so then that's not the issue. Yes, I don't know what could possibly be the problem. I shall invite some comrades.
Yeah, that's good. Right, so I'm gonna finish on the stream.
Those comrades being the Spanish people. All the Spanish people.
Wait, should I... How did we want it? Do we want a little console window to the right on the stream?
I mean, at this point, it seems like it would be valuable for the viewers to actually see what's going on. So,
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
I think in the future what I'll do is I'll layer the web animation, the pot, layer it so that we can actually put a window behind the teapot so that the bottom might be covered, so we can actually fit more on the width. So that you can see more. So that the text, the code doesn't have to compress for the console to be viewed.
That seems like a fine idea. It also seems like a fine idea. what do you think about that?
I don't know.
Yeah, neither do I. I don't think I should be thinking anything about it, in fact.
Speaking of programming, could you just quickly go into the Cryptodex and look at the puzzles channel?
Yes.
Ta-da!
That looks lovely.
And it downloads your BMP puzzle.
Downloads. Very good. Shouldn't we have a title though?
The title I've named it chess.bmp. Like I
shouldn't there be an option to specify a title and a description?
Yeah, it is. I just posted it with none because I was the one who posted it, and it's your file, so.
That is quite reasonable.
So I didn't want to put a description there that you might not want.
But let's find the Spanish people.
Who are you talking? Who are the Spanish people? Previous viewers?
Mr. Anthony 16.
Are they Spanish?
Yes.
Let's see here.
I thought they were Spanish. I don't know why. Maybe.
I'm just gonna write test. Wait, that doesn't. If I write test. Oh my god, what's
so
that?
Hard to even say
Whoa! Sorry, that I don't know. I think that might be audible on the stream. I went to twitch.tv and some channel started playing.
Beautiful. Who's the other Spanish guy?
So what?
Do not disturb.
Huh? Why does it keep loading that? What if I... Or do I need to interact and then click? No. Can't do that.
Be fine. We will call the white van with the nice man and the...
Your voice is quite laggy.
You know what I can do? Not help it. Oh, yes. That. So, according to Task Manager, I'm only using 1% of my network, like the available upstream and downstream data.
Okay. I'm gonna see the same. Where? Performance.
Yes.
According to my Wi-Fi, I presume S is down and R is up. No, it can't
No,
be.
send and receive. R is down, S is up.
Yeah, sending 1.2, receiving goes from 0.4 to 2.2. That's peculiar. I remember. Oh.
I'm gonna invite some more people over.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Where's the channel?
Are you currently watching the stream?
Yeah, on Twitch.
Okay. Well, then we are the two viewers.
Wait, I need to change the name because it's part 4 now.
We have 100% viewer interaction. I mean, that's a recipe for success.
Yeah. Government. What's the name? Government stuff. Part 4. Update all.
That is a fair update.
Yeah. Oh,
hey,
now I understand.
Do you understand?
Huh?
Do you?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a picture. I understand what the check marks are there. It's like it successfully sent it to the platform.
Oh, hey, Sir Colex. Nice to see you around. Let's go.
Hey, hello!
There's a sort of positivity.
We have a new
We'd like
person
to see.
here. No auto. No auto. Unless it's not the two words and it's actually a name like Noauto or something.
Yeah, Nuautu would certainly be. The O would certainly be pronounced like a U. That seems likely.
What? I didn't pronounce it like a U.
Yes, you said Nuautu.
I said no
Like the
auto.
country Vanuatu. Anyway, hi there, Mr. Anthony 162.
Sorry,
Nice to have you guys on here again.
we forgot to get a whole one of you who was one of you were doing music. We forgot to write to you. Sorry. Was it you, Sir Colix?
It was Mr. Anthony. So Codex was the video editing one
Okay.
with the nice keyboard. Oh yes, they have a very nice keyboard. Anyway,
We're back.
oh come on. Yeah, I'll tell you what's up, Mr. Anthony. So I've just been on the
And I'm
stream
back.
for about the past, let's say half an hour alone, because Max was off making tea, which makes sense because we need tea for the damn stream, right?
Yeah.
And now that we finally have some people and Max is here, you know what they decide to do? Oh, I'm gonna go for a second. You just entertain the people. This is painful. My soul was already torn to shreds, and now what is happening all over again.
The shreds are torn to shreds.
The shreds are torn to shreds. Yeah, my soul is being atomized.
I had to close the window, otherwise the tea would go cold.
I had to close the window. You know what? Bad excuses.
I think cold tea is a good excuse.
I don't have any tea
Oh,
because I was prepared to spend my time here with these people without you sacrificing the presence of tea.
You had forgot that we were even going to do it today. I had forgot, but you had forgot.
The ultimate sacrifice. Okay. Anyway, let's get to the coding part.
Yeah.
So, we have a new viewer who doesn't know the thing that we are doing.
Right.
Would you like to give a recap that only takes 40 seconds?
Oh no! Well, I'll try to do a minute or a minute and a half.
You know what? I'm going to get myself some tea in the meanwhile. This is your moment to experience how it feels to have your soul torn to shreds.
Okay, sure. I'll try. What we are doing is we have imagined an alternative form of government. Well, we're trying to create a form of government that is decentralized. So there are no people in power, but the system is in power, and create a system of voting. Yeah, I do feel like I'm torn to shreds. This is difficult. Who enforces the laws? Well, I could say, like any other government, people obey by it. So, but there are people who work in the government, so to speak. People who enact the policies and takes care of the law and such. But what dictates what laws should be put in place and such is a system which has no individuals are in control of it. So of course this would be difficult to actually implement, like get some country to use. But what happens to the people who go against the system? I guess if a great deal were to go against it, it would fail, I suppose. I don't know if we've thought of that. We'll have to hear from Pixie when they come back. So the policies should represent what the well, we've got some mathematics behind it and such. So we have. Oh, jeez. There's like so much. I don't. They're gonna be so disappointed. Let me just collect my thoughts. So politicians wouldn't be people who get elected. There's no place of like getting elected. Is politicians, instead of there being specifically politicians, it's just people who talk about, like, say you should implement this policy. I mean, no, you should vote for this policy. Like there already are people, like, but there wouldn't be people who got elected to positions. They would just be jobs like, I guess not like any other, because specific. So it's propaganda for policy instead of actual. Yes. So that way, politicians can't, say something, get elected, and then do something else. Instead, all they can do is try to get people to vote for certain policies. And if they don't, well, that's where it ends. It would be a system that works on the internet, so anyone could have access to it. Now we have thought of security issues, like what about like hacking accounts, not hacking, but like where you can have multiple accounts and do. What policies would be in place for you to push for?
Oh, hey, I am back.
Thank you. Please rescue me.
Guess what? I'll tell you what happened. Right, so I was making some tea, right, and then I decided, yeah, you know what, I gotta take out the trash. So I took out the trash, right, and then I looked at my nails and they were a bit iffy. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna file my nails, and then I decided to buy a dog, just so I could walk it, so you could feel the pain of having to wait for such a long time. Okay, now that's out of the way.
What Nauto, what do you mean by what policies would be in place for you to push for?
I did actually take out the trash.
Oh right, yeah. Let me explain. So no, I believe that part. The policies are made by the people themselves as well. So it's like a forum where people post the policy, and the other users can vote for those policies.
Well said.
Now I've explained kind of that. I mean, not completely, but what we're programming. We're trying to set up a simulated environment to see, to check the system and see if it can be stable, and that it would end up representing, what the people want.
To kind of expand on the idea of people, like voting on policies directly, similar to a direct democracy model, but just for the age. The advantage of the tax in combination with the policy crafting is that when people suggest policies, it is very difficult to gauge, if you're overseeing all of this, how much money is required to implement them. However, if people care enough about a certain sector to enact many changes, they'll also care enough about it to give it more money. So we are hoping that that would lead to a reasonable distribution. Would there be any basic policies that start off, or all of them are voted off? As I see it,
I haven't told them how the money is distributed.
Oh, you haven't told them that? That's
no.
Like, the basic policies that, well, as I see it, and I don't know if Max agrees, the best way to start off such a society would be to have the least amount of laws possible at first, and then people can restrict themselves if they feel like it.
I can agree with that.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get to the coding.
Yeah.
So, how are we planning to simulate a society? Well, using code. That seems evident. Do you have like a link to the
Link to the what?
to make some progress?
Oh, you're lagging. Link to the what?
Am I?
Oh, you're still lagging.
Application.
What is going on?
I don't know. The drawing thing. Application. Window.
Oh, you want the drawing? Yeah.
Yes.
Do you just want a link to that specific drawing, our last drawing, or?
Go ahead.
Sure. Okay. It now appears on stream, and there you have the link.
Thank you. Okay. So, Max.
Mm-hmm.
Within the code, where are we now? What do we have?
We have a society class to handle all the citizens, which actually does nothing at the moment. Citizens have arrays. Sorry, I have hiccups. Each citizen object has a set of opinions, an array of certain size, and they have a value which represent their political engagement, their likelihood of engaging, their likelihood in voting, and so on. I do think that we should have political engagement, one for each sort of opinion.
Okay.
Because
yeah.
I'm more likely to vote if I can have policies. I'm more likely to vote when it is regarding a certain topic than another.
Yes. And also, like, for example, you have some fundamentalist Christians in the United States who are very enthusiastic about rapping about Jesus, but not so enthusiastic about any of their other opinions. Like, they may want the government to produce handmade toothbrushes, but they probably won't care about that as much as about rapping about
So is it okay if I change that then?
Yes, it is okay.
Wait, when you create an object, you can actually give it opinions. Why have we even done that if all are going to be randomly generated to begin with?
Well, they may not be randomly generated.
Well, then we also have to allow for a political engagement array to be entered.
Yes, we do.
So I've done so. Okay. Right. It has an array of opinions, an array of political engagement in each of those regarding those opinions. Each citizen has a connection to each other citizen.
Yeah.
And this isn't initialized in the citizen object because you actually need the list of all citizens to generate it. So we have a function to generate those connections. What they are weights for how much what did we settle on? Does it represent how much A influences B, or is it how much B influences A?
The list of connections?
No, the weights. So the connections, the weights there.
Well, the weights that red stores are how red can influence all others.
Okay, so it's influence, not
yes,
influability or whatever it's called.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we have a update function, which is we've just it's
because
just
if you'd be storing influability, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's influence.
So and we have an update function that we run when we want to update their opinions, and it uses linear interpolation, and that means you have point A. Let's say it's a one-dimensional number. I'm gonna explain it if you don't know what linear interpolation is. So you have.
That's okay. It's a boring thing to do, but to resolve the problem.
Should I not explain it?
No. You should keep going.
Okay.
I am going to pour myself some tea.
Okay.
Oh yes.
I'll draw it here as well. So if you have point... Oh, no, I don't own that layer. Trying to draw on
that
hidden...
is T. Oh, yes.
Why won't it let me... Hey!
You're
Trying to
okay,
draw on a hidden layer. Oh. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Which one are you using?
I'm using, like, layer number 1.
Ah, okay.
You could just add a new one.
Where?
I'd recommend you do so. Using the add button.
Where's the add button?
I have no clue. We are so capable.
Oh, it's the one that looks like a paper.
Yes, I must remind people this tea is sponsored by my spiritual mother, who has such a broad collection of teas to, I don't know, cure cancer or whatever. Yeah.
So we have point A and we have point B. These being this works in any dimension.
No, tongues. That's
So,
what it's for. Oh God. Why? Why? This is painful. Oh. Keep going. I'm fine.
go on without me.
Nothing wrong.
Okay, so this can be in any dimensions. It can be a 3-dimensional point. It works the same. So let's think of them as just singular, just numbers. So 5 can be 0, B can be 5. And if you have a weight of, let's say, 0.2, I'll write that the weight is equal to 0.2. If you then interpolate this, the interpolation is you take A and move it 0.2%. No, not 2%. You move it 0.2, which is 20% of the way from A to B. So that would be a fifth. So you add to A the distance multiplied by the weight. That's what linear interpolation is. So if you'd add, if this were 0.5, then you'd move it halfway. And then now this is A. And then if you'd move it 0.5 again, it would end up here. And so on. So that's like how linear interpolation works.
And that's what we are using. When exactly?
When opinions update.
Even though my tongue is swelling in my mouth and preventing me from properly speaking, I'll tell the people.
I just said.
Yeah. Oh, did you? Okay,
When updating the opinions.
Yes.
Because people are affected by other people's opinions, and the weights represent how much they are. Well, no, actually, in this, we've got a no, we don't. Okay, the weights represent how much person B influences person A's opinions, and yeah. So you interpolate. So if it affects it 0.2, then you're gonna move it 20% of the way to that person's opinions. And that's how that works. And then we have an influence function which just runs this on all connections. Yeah. That's what we got. Yep.
Okay, so I can go like this. Lation.
Huh? You're drawing things.
Yeah,
Right,
I'm writing.
I still have yet to check out the YouTube channel. Is anyone watching? No, everyone's watching from Twitch. Okay. Not that it doesn't really matter. It's connected to both.
Could you move down the blue thing? The linear.
Yeah, let me just check out the stream here. Give me a sec.
But drinking tea fits in with the theme of the stream, and I want to drink tea, but due to the trauma that I just experienced, I am afraid to even look at my cup of tea. It's right here in front of me. My eyes drift away from it subconsciously.
We've got a big oof.
Why are you such a fool?
What?
No, I don't.
We've got a big oof. Oh no, now we heard that twice. We've got a big oof here.
Okay.
480 is a very low resolution.
Yeah, I was just about to say, this is the same terrible resolution that we had before.
Right. I think I'm gonna. I
And I
think.
don't want to blame anyone for this, but
Mom.
just kidding. No, my
um.
mother is to blame for curing my cancer using her
No, I was
very
joking.
many
Like my mom's
medicinal
paying.
teeth.
My mom's paying for the internet. So.
Yeah.
Um.
Okay.
Well, I am too. But anyway, it's too expensive. Actually, I just don't want to waste money.
I don't think good internet is a waste of money.
If you have fiber, it's like you can get higher speeds for cheaper prices. So.
That's true. Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna restart the stream because I need to do that to change the resolution. So I'm gonna.
No.
No, yeah, no. I'm just gonna restart it, up the resolution, but I'm gonna down the bit rate, so it will still be clearer.
Oh yeah, great, great. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, I think that will be better. I'm gonna go up to 720, no more.
Okay.
So we'll be back.
Just so long as you decide to do it, because I doubt that the viewers actually find it very interesting to hear about bit rates and resolution.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
We'll be back like very soon, like seconds or a minute. I don't know how long it will take.
Don't make it a minute, make it seconds.
Yeah. See.